Okay, good morning, everybody. This is the final session, feedback session for Lean coursework, which is a COIL project. I'm going to record the session. I think oh yeah, someone started recording. Good, good. Thank you very much. So, um, before, probably you have some questions to ask, but before that, I want to clarify what is expected for reflective report. And then we can go through your questions and I also check your boards one by one. So we have enough time to do it today. Um, Let me just share my screen with you. Can you see it okay?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, thanks. So first reflective report, all information you need to have is here. Submission and expectations. First frame is reflective report. So basically, we have several models for reflective practice, but two famous ones are Gibbs and Kolb reflective cycles, right? So I will explain Gibbs model today for you quickly. Kolb is also very easy to understand, so if you want to go with the easy version, Kolb is easier. The video is available here. Some examples I put it here for you. Similar to Kolb's model, Gibbs reflective cycle. We have it here, the video and example. I will quickly go through this one, and I will explain why do we need it and how it works. Okay, so this is a cyclical model of reflection, and it's very important for us to reflect on our learning because it help us to understand things better. We learn something, we get engaged in an intervention in a project, but the way we perform needs to be evaluated, and it's kind of self-evaluation of ourselves or practice. And it's not limited to COIL project. If you want to be a member of CIOB, you need this, sort of skills. If you want to promote in an organization, they may ask for reflective cycle. Whenever you need to improve yourself and proceed, reflective practice helps you, right? So Gibbs cycle has 6 stages: description, feelings, evaluation, analysis, conclusion, and action plan. So we want to use this framework or this cycle for examining our experience with COIL project. Okay, so there are lots of things for you to reflect into, including teamwork, counterparts, South Africans, the topic, sustainability, lean, lean ways, all of these things you can reflect upon, right? So let's focus on different sections, right? So first one is description. So you just need to describe the situation in details, okay? So what happened? You can mention, okay, we were involved in a COIL project. You describe it uh, very briefly. You can explain who was present, were there, right? So I work with a team of, I don't know, 7, 6, uh, 3 or 4 from South Africa, 3 from NTU. So we work like this. So you describe the situation. Um, and you should also mention, it's very important, you should also need to mention about your contribution. So what did you do? For the project needs to be clarified here. So I was mainly responsible for SDG mapping section, and I also help with the analysis of photos, visual assets. I also help my team to develop a fishbone diagram. So you describe what you've done in this project. And also you need to clarify the outcome of the situation. So what was the outcome of this project? You briefly mentioned it. And all of these things you need shouldn't be more than, for example, 8, 9 lines, right? So because we have only 1500 words, we should be careful about the word count, right? And time is also limited for you. So you just describe how we divide the different sections, how did we schedule our meetings, how did we, distribute the workload, and was it a good team or not? You can reflect on that. So this is description. Next one is feeling, right? So any feelings or thoughts that you had during the experience, during the project, should be stated here, and how they have impacted the experience. So, for example, at the beginning, I was a bit nervous, but I was excited as well. Right at the end, I was satisfied with what I've done. During the project, I get motivated to understand that subject. I try to work harder in the last week, which is this week that we are, next week that you have. I need to submit it on 30th. So I work harder in that week. You can mention about that. Um, Anything, yeah, what were you feeling before and after the situation, basically? Um, and what do you think about the situation now? So it's about before starting the project, during the project, after the project, right? So this is feeling. Any questions so far? Okay, good. So next section is evaluation, and you should evaluate what worked and what didn't work well, right? In this situation. So again, evaluation is very important for us, and the element that helps you in this section is that plus delta table. So that's why I asked you to ask your counterpart to add something over there so you can use those inputs here in the evaluation section. So here we talk about both positive and negative aspects of the project. It's not about project, about your teamwork as well, about your learning, about teamwork, and it's about the project. So three things you need to consider. So the project, we had problem with, I don't know, counterparts. Yeah, they didn't, respond to our emails. So you can mention it. Uh, Positive aspect, you can say, for example, yeah, Miro worked well. I like Miro. Or again, in terms of teamwork, we divided the task fairly. We use, for example, Rocky Matrix to clarify the roles and responsibilities. And also, you should mention what didn't go well. For example, you can say, yeah, we divided the tasks, but we finally understood that, putting all of these information together was very hard. So I wish if we could work together from the beginning, right, as a team. So these are things that we need to mention this section. Yeah. So if you did something wrong, you can mention it. If you think other people perform very well, again, you can mention it. It doesn't affect your grade anyway. Um, so yeah, you can say, for example, each team member produced good quality work, but the binding between team members wasn't that good, something like that. So this is evaluation. After evaluation, after any evaluation, we have analysis. So we want to make sense of what happened, right? So we have the evaluation, right? We have both positive and negative points. So what? We need to extract meaning out of it. So why did things go well? Why didn't it go well? Yeah. What sense can I make out of this situation, out of this project? So you can mention about, yeah, the teamwork. This aspect was good, so we distributed the workload fairly, but not everybody was contributed to their commitments, right? And so here you can also mention about your learning. So for example, I understood that it's not just about planning. You should make it happen. You should monitor people. You should take care of your team members. You should somehow help other people to do their tasks. Or it doesn't work if you just distribute the workload. You say, okay, you do this, you do that, you do that. Instead of that, we could first evaluate different people's strengths. Based on the strengths and abilities, we could distribute the workload. So again, these are kind of evaluation. Um, yeah. Or you can say, yeah, uh, I was in a group with my friends and we didn't challenge or taught. So a new guy, a new blood into the system could help a bit more um, in this project, right? So any questions so far? Okay. Then we have a conclusion. You can make conclusion about what happened. Excuse me. So summarize your learning and highlight what changes is required, right? So what did I learn from this situation? And how could this have been a more positive situation for everyone involved, right? What skills do I need to develop? So I think I have problem with my monitoring skill or team dynamics or team development. I need to learn more. What else could I have done? Yeah. So these are the questions that you can ask yourself, um, uh, and you can wrap up your argument in this section. Then we will have a short section action plan, which is a series of bullet points probably. What what you would do differently in a similar project in the future if you want to do it again. Yeah. Uh, what would be different? Okay. So you can create a list of actions, a list of tasks for yourself. Yeah. For example, I need to read that book. I need to know more about Lean. I need to learn more about intercultural communication. And then you can also address how you will develop the required skills, right? And how can I make sure that I act differently next time, right? So we know something, you read a book, but in practice you cannot use those knowledge. So how can I make sure that this will be applied next time in terms of teamwork? Also, you should mention about how do you look at construction site now after this project. So you can say, yeah, when I go to the site, I'll open my eyes and try to take pictures and see it later to identify those ways to reduce those waste to become more sustainable. So the way we do it is kind of methodology, right? We collect data, we did this DG mapping, we do have analysis, root causes. You can mention about root causes analysis here. So all of these things can be listed in the action plan as series of bullet points um, in your report. Okay, that's it. Any question regarding reflective report?
I had a question.
Yep, go ahead.
Like in the last two section, the conclusion one and just a second.
Action plan.
They are a bit similar in that sense, isn't it? Like because in conclusion, it is like what else could you have done? Could you have
Hmm.
done specifically for this collaboration, like this COIL thing? And action plan in that we'll, as you mentioned in bullets, we'll write that if in future if we have to do again like a collaboration with set of students, how will we? I think
Hmm.
that is the only difference, no? Like otherwise, we
Action
have to.
plan sh- should have an action verb, right? So that's the
Okay.
only difference. So you say, all right, in the conclusion, it is better to distribute the task based on people abilities and skills and characteristics, right? Then in the action plan, you put a bullet point and say, I will review that paper about teamwork. I study, so these are action verbs, review, study. I study that book about team dynamics. I when I find a job, I try to collect data. I collect data and try to identify waste from visual data. So these are actions that you should do. But conclusion is about the project. Okay, so at the end of the day, we have these things. We've done these things, but these areas, I could do it better. I could do it differently. This is my learning, right? It's a very general statement, one paragraph. But action plan, you don't need those paragraphs. You just need bullet points. So I will do this. I focus on this type of ways. I enhance my knowledge on that topic. I read more about sustainability in the future.
Okay. So in the
More
future, like
specific.
I will do this. I will read more. I will take photograph.
Exactly.
It will be what will I do in future. So it will be in that tense, no? When I write the bullets,
Exactly. Yeah.
I will be more. I mean, aware or. I'll have more awareness while going on sites and collecting images like that. I
Hmm.
need to write. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got it. Yeah. Thank you. Thank
Yeah. Be as specific as much as you can. It's like objectives. You are setting
you.
objectives for the future.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. Don't forget to include cultural aspects throughout your analysis, evaluation, and conclusion. So, what did you learn from your South African counterparts? What did you learn from Cars culture communication? What was different over there? Any other question? Okay, so let me just stop sharing this. Now we go through the boards one by one. Um, can you see the board?
Yes.
Uh, so the first team is transportation. Is anybody here from transportation team?
Yes,
Nishani.
yes.
Okay. So where is my table? It's not mine. Okay. Did you manage to work with your counterparts, Nishani?
Yes, yes, we have contacted two persons from there. So they are
Good.
working with us now.
Okay. Have you got your data?
Yes, they have like uploaded some pictures from their
Fantastic.
construction sites.
Fantastic. So plus delta, it's there. You still need to work on it. It is fine. You have enough time to do it. Then yeah, the profile means, I mean, needs more work, I believe. Your hierarchy matrix, good. So did you add examples? So no, please add
Yes, I
examples.
have added in a sticky
Uh-huh.
note,
Where is it?
pink color sticky note.
So where are they?
Uh, Pink color sticking on the bow. No, it's separate from the machine.
Oh, it's not here, you mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure you put it here because otherwise I cannot track your activities on Miraboard, right?
Okay.
And one more point, when you are writing your report, please be honest, all right? If you contribute to something, mention it. If you didn't, please do not mention it because I can easily track it. I'll showed you a thing in a previous meeting. I can track everything here, right? So activities of Nishani highlighted here, and she's the only person who is working on this board, I believe. Let me see. Oh yeah, all Nishani's work. So the history is there. Seriously, it's only Nishani's working here. Oh yeah, Zippo, Zilfo, something like this. Yeah, from South Africa. So if you didn't do something, don't put it in your report, please. So yeah, it it looks fine. For pictures, we need metadata. I showed you in the previous session. Um, one fishbone is for all group. One fishbone would be more than enough, and fishbone you should do it together, right? So arrange a time with your team members. You have 6 main categories here, and do a brainstorming session. You add your thought here into the fishbone. This is the best way, quickest way to do it. So transportation is fine. You have data and you have 1 week to put everything together. Any question? All right. Let's move
No,
on
sir.
to
Thank you.
defects. Anybody from defect group?
Yes. Yes,
Nimesh?
professor. Yes, professor.
Good, good, good. So let me just think. Mhm. So yeah, Rocky Matrix, not yet retrieve. Have you done any work from last
Uh,
session?
Sorry to say, professor, we haven't started yet. But we started
Oh my
with Matrix
goodness.
today.
Yeah. And have you got data from South Africans?
Yeah, we got some datas. They do have submissions today. So
Uh-huh.
they told that we are putting some datas.
Yeah, yeah. I think you are in a you're going to have a tough week, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, good. So at least you have you have data, which is good. So day and night, I believe this week should work. Try
Definitely,
to,
definitely.
time is tight, right? So we should have a strategy. Okay. So it was better if you started from the beginning, but it didn't happen, right? So we have less than a week, right? I highly recommend you to work in groups, in group of 2 or 3, right?
Okay.
And try to have that overlap between team members. So I know what is going on in sustainability. Otherwise, you will end up with a situation that you want to submit your work and nothing is consistent. Okay,
Okay, I got it.
for every group, I mean. Over processing, who is available here?
Three of us are here, Basak, Dimple, and me.
Dimple and you. Good, good, good. So how's your collaboration with your counterpart?
It's all right. As Nimesh said, they've got their exams right now, so they've not been able to give us pictures, but they did
Mhm,
give us earlier as well. So we asked them to modify a bit and give it again. So let's see.
mm,
As not
okay.
frame on the right side, if you could just see that, is it what is expected? Because that is what we have worked on.
To be honest, I can't see much input from you.
The description, the
Oh,
description.
description. Uh-huh. Yeah. A study from 2013 suggested that 13% of material delivered to the site go directly to waste without being used. Referencing.
Okay.
Who has said that? You should
Uh,
put
okay.
it here.
I've had
So,
references below, but I'll add it over here also.
so these are the or personally defined as a waste when the company is using inappropriate techniques, working to tolerances that are too tight, oversized equipment, and unperformed processes that are not customer over engineering a product, unnecessary features that, yeah, good examples. So it is linked to value stream mapping. Good point. You should add bureaucracy here because we in construction we have bureaucracy as well. So
Bureau. Okay.
yeah, another circle can be added over there. It seems fine, but there is no reference.
References are actually below over there, but I'll add it in the this thing
Oh yeah,
also.
and
Because the was when I was like referencing it, apparently I couldn't get the author or the date published. So there was only bracket. So that is why I did not put it in the text.
mhm.
So I just added it below over here. So when we will be doing how to do the references part, maybe we'll just add it over there.
Yeah, you need citation within the text as well. And for references, we should have only one frame at the end for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, we do that. And about the profile, I had a question. Like, except for our names and whatever, what else is expected?
nothing.
That's it?
Yeah, just
Oh,
pictures, team members. Currently, I can see your partners.
yeah, we've told them, but they've not put it.
Yeah. You create the frames for them,
Other
and then
Hassan, others
they can add.
South African counterparts also expected to be there on the company on the team profile.
Yeah,
On the profile, they need to be there. Yes.
Okay.
So these two things can be removed.
yeah, put it. Yeah,
So in the first, I mean, frame, so you can have this one
okay,
somewhere, then your names and details and a brief description about what you have done here.
all right.
2-3 lines, not more than that. So
Okay.
SDG mapping needs to be
I think
done.
on the left side, we have made this our main frame, but if we are working on it, we've taken it on the left.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is the one. SDG mapping. Yeah, it seems quite nice. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, apart from that, nothing is done as of now.
Yeah. I think again you are having a tough week as well.
Yeah.
Okay, any question over processing? If they couldn't, I mean the South African students, if they couldn't find pictures, they can record some audio interview for you, so you can analyze that. Because over processing is very difficult to picture it. Most of these things are kind of conceptual things.
Yeah, like we've told them, we've had a word with the South African counterparts, like if they could capture any videos, any interviews with anybody,
Fantastic.
and we're just waiting for them to revert back.
Yeah. Great. Any other question from over processing group? Good. Unevenness, who is available?
Hi, sir.
Hello. Okay, good. So let's take a look. Have you got anything from your counterparts?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, we contacted them, but we asked them to send some pictures and all, but they sent message only, but they didn't send any data. So we will contact them.
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah.
If they didn't respond, so they have a submission, yeah? So if they didn't respond till Tuesday, let me know. We should do
Okay.
something. And don't forget that you can add some pictures from your country, from the UK, whenever you like.
Okay.
So STG, yeah, done well. Okay, any question from unevenness? I think this is it. So we have two difficult topics. One of them is yours.
Okay.
I expect very good literature review from you. Yeah.
Okay.
So probably visual assets
Yeah, we
is
are working on it.
currently, yeah, your weakness point, right? Let's
We
assume this is the
collect all
weakness
the
point.
data and we are planning
Mm,
to meet next
okay,
week, Monday, and we will put all the things here.
good. But make sure your literature review section and the strategy and solution are very, very strong, right?
You should. Okay.
This topic, yeah, needs lots of literature search and strategy solution. Also, Fishbone.
Mm-hmm.
Any question?
For now, no.
Okay. Overproduction was available.
I'm available, Abhay.
Up high.
In this, few pictures have been added from our South African counterparts, if you can see these ones.
Yeah. Yeah, but they
And
don't
also,
have metadata. Be careful about that one.
yeah, oh,
So be innovative. Yeah, everybody's using this table thing that I showed you last year. I mean, example.
we have put some examples like for the literature thing. And yesterday evening, I had a word with my counterpart, I mean, with whom I'm
Uh-huh.
working on the literature review.
Oh,
So
fantastic.
she will also collect data, and I just told her basically to avoid using blogs and like what we had discussed last time, that information should be from authentic, like good
Yeah,
quality resources.
yeah.
So I had a little discussion yesterday evening.
Good,
Uh,
good.
so
Did you mention about your deadline?
yes, yes. Actually,
Okay.
yesterday only in our group, one of the South African counterparts had this. They felt it was yesterday, so I just told them that it's on 30th June. I informed them. So in our WhatsApp group, we are interacting on that group.
Hmm. So good. You start putting plus delta together as well. All right. At least you have a few pictures, but you need definitely you need more. Good, good, good. Any question?
I wanted to know the reflective report. Sorry, had a doubt about that. In the Miro, you showed that, but we have to submit it as a Word document, isn't it? In our Dropbox, it's not supposed to be on the Miro.
No, 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 no. It shouldn't be on. It's an individual submission based on
Okay,
the
okay,
Miro
okay,
board. So what
okay.
you need to do, guys, for submission. Let me just, uh,
Hello,
yeah.
sir.
Just remind me. Yeah, I will show you how you can export this, and where you need to put these things on now. Yeah, question.
Yeah, my group is not on the list here.
Yeah, I will go through. I just finished the first five groups, right?
Okay.
It's not finished yet. Yeah. So any question from overproduction?
No, no, thank you.
Okay, let me just upload the other five groups. Notion, unused talents, dating, inventory. So up high, please remind me before the end of the session. I need to talk about submission and exporting the board and these sort of things.
Okay.
Thank you. So inventory, who is available?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yeah, Ibrahim. So recent changes looks quite good in terms of data. You have lots of things, and you have sort of caption, but we need much metadata, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
get it right. But yeah, you have lots of, this one is mine anyway. But yeah, you have lots of data um, to analyze.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice profile section. These are your,
South
yeah,
Africa
South
and
Africans. This is Rahul. So this guy, why have a picture from the back? So yeah, you haven't done this one yet. You
yeah.
know, Rocky Matrix can be part of a profile as well, if you like. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not necessary, but yeah. So definition, example, literature, stitching mapping. So again, you haven't done anything. Yeah. Oh my God. So how are your teammates?
We've
Voila.
contacted them. We've contacted them, and
No, I mean
they are
NTU students.
oh, okay. NTU students. Okay, they
Do
are
they work?
contribute.
Do you work together? Because I can't see, uh, except the. I mean, South Africans, you are lucky because you got lots of data.
Yes.
Other than that, I can't see anything.
From my colleague at NTU, well, they are doing their best because I can see their pictures.
Mhm.
I can see their pictures, and there's some other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Please take this seriously, right? Again,
Okay. Okay.
considering the exam papers, I would say this one you should get a good grade. Otherwise, not for this group, for all groups. So to pass the module, this one needs to be at least commendation or something.
Okay.
Any question?
Okay. No question.
Good. Waiting. Anybody from waiting group here? Lori, Charles, Lohit. Okay, so I can see you have some pictures here. But again, you need to analyze them. It's waiting, isn't it? Yes, waiting. So for waiting, basically, we should be able to see people wait for something. I can't see anything here, anybody here. So nobody's available. So be careful about how you get the data. And these pictures, thing you've downloaded from somewhere. This one is mine. This is from internet. This is from internet. So try to use original photos. So for this one, for example, this guy probably is waiting for what you should mention why he's waiting here. So fishbone looks a bit weird. Yeah, again, lots of things you need to do. Waiting team. Then unused talent. Who is available?
Yes, sir.
So Sukanaya, yeah, is it you?
Yes.
Okay. So it's a bit slow because you put these things here. Yeah, when you remove it, it will be sorted. No problem. So where's my table? Huh? So you've added the Rocky matrix, but need to complete it. Have you got data from your counterparts?
Yeah, but they are a bit slow. They're still learning how to use Miro.
Uh-huh.
So I worked on the strategies and solutions. Can you just check it once?
So you just move out, zoom out. It looks amazing, your strategy, right? But
Yeah.
I wonder how have you developed your strategies without having data and root cause
No, so the
analysis?
person who was supposed to work with me, he's not been responding, so I had to do it all by myself.
I mean, usually we have data, right? Then we have analysis, and then we have strategies.
Yeah,
So
so
you
I
started with strategies.
no, so I
Interesting.
read some articles and I got some data. So
Good.
Akshaya, she's
Yeah,
doing on.
right. But without data, this would be a failure. Okay. So please
Yeah,
chase them up. If they didn't respond, let me know. Okay.
okay,
But you have done a great job for strategies. But
okay,
these
thank you so
things, these elements need to be connected to each other,
much. Yeah,
right? So if when they put some pictures, interviews, whatever, any sort of data, or you
yeah,
can collect some data here or from your
okay,
country and put it here. Because
okay,
don't forget that although this task is assessed, I mean summative for them as well, but you should pass this. These
yeah,
guys are undergraduate; they can repeat it next year, but you don't have time. So if they don't give you data, find some data for yourself, right, and put it
okay,
here. And when you got the data, you may understand that okay, your analysis needs to be tweaked a little bit, right?
yes,
Yeah.
okay,
So you quickly adjust your strategies to the root causes.
okay.
But yeah, the way you've done it, I loved it. That's why I zoom out.
Thank you so much.
So good, good, good. Yeah, again, lots of things need to be added anyway. Any question?
No, sir.
Good. So motion was available. Question marks. Asha, Hassan, Ishara, Hasitha, Kalana. Nobody's available. Okay, again. Your board's not very impressive, but data is fine. Yeah, I like the way you put a GIF file instead of pictures. Interesting. So yeah, lots of work here. Did I cover everybody? Just check.
Hi, you've not opened Making Do.
Making do. Oh, sorry. Defects. Making do. Yeah, that's 9. All right. Thing you have done. Lots of work, yeah. So EK, Annette, Naji, and Rafia. Well done. Mm, yeah, I think you've done a very good job so far. Well done. So, have you got data from your counterpart?
Yes, they sent us a Google Drive to like
Mm-hmm.
look at
Mm-hmm.
pictures and pick the one that would be suitable for the waste, which we're going to
Mm-hmm.
do this week. Well, we started last week, but because of the assessments and stuff.
Oh,
So we're
yeah.
going to finish up on that this week.
All right. But yeah. with some data, definitely you can you have plenty of time to analyze the photos and develop a solution, yeah. But make sure you work together. But yeah, very, very good team, I believe. Impressive. Mm. Again, making do is difficult, isn't it?
Yes, it's hard to get
Yeah,
pictures.
yeah, it's a bit difficult, but yeah, I think you've done a good job. So just keep working on it and complete it, right? Well done. Okay, any question? Right. So, any question in general? So good, good, good.
Can you
Now,
explain now about how to submit and like how to
yeah,
export this?
this is now the time to show you how we can submit things, how we can, yeah, actually export the board into a PDF file and submit it, right? Give me 1 minute. I will open my um, browser and show you the folders as well, yeah? Okay, so let's first see how can we export our board and convert it to a PDF file, right? Assume we have different frames. For example, I have a frame here, my profile, something like that. Then I have a star here, a couple of sticky notes. Then let me add a few charts. So I have a mind map. Then a fishbone. I have another frame. text. So this is the end product, final product of your board, right? And now you want to submit it. You want to convert it to a PDF file and then submit it. What you need to do, very simple. Frames, right? You create a custom frame, which is there, the white one. I can make it transparent if I like this. Then I put everything within that frame. Make sure everything is covered, right? So frame 3 has everything that I have in this project. Now I want to export it. Click on frame 3. Click on 3 dots here, right? And export as image. Now you can see the area that you've selected using that frame. Small, medium, or large? None of them. Select vector. Vector converted to PDF file. And you will end up with a very large file. The size is very large, right? So I click vector, click export. It takes a while and then it asks you to save it somewhere. Right? And then you can open it using the PDF reader. So it is there, right? And you can zoom in to read all of those tiny text. So the quality is fantastic, but it must be a vector, I mean a PDF file. And the file size is very large. So for exporting your board, leave at least 10 minutes. For uploading your work, your PDF file, at least 15 minutes. So 20 minutes takes for you to export and submit it. Where to submit? First question about exporting. Any question regarding how we export the Miro board?
I just want to find out, sir, if it's possible to export this kind of interface page by page.
You can, yeah, you can do it page by page if you like. I don't need it for submission, but if you want to do that, for each part you must have a frame first. So let's say I have this one, my first page, right? So if I want to put these 3 things in one page, I need a frame.
Okay.
So I put these elements into one frame. Then I need another frame for this diagram, like this. Another frame for fishbone. Yeah, so we need frame for each page. So using these frame, these are like like pages. So Miro understand this as pages. Okay. So when you finish all of these things, you click this icon here, export this board. Yeah. Click here. So different options are available. You can embed it into your website. You can save it as an image, as a PDF file. You can save it as a template that you can use it later. You can download a board backup, or you can just save it to the Google Drive, or you can also convert it into an Excel sheet, right? What I want you to do now is to save it as a PDF file. So small file size or best quality. I would go for small file size. So save it somewhere. And then open it. As you can see, the first page is this green thing. Yeah. Then let me just show you up here. Yeah. Second page, third page, fourth page, fifth page, sixth page. So page by page, you can go through it now. Yeah. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
no problem at all. But what I need for submission, that one is for your own, mirror board. What I need is only this one. So one big file, everything's together. Now, where you need to upload it, sorry. So you go to now, Lean Learning Room. So Dropbox folder, right? Everything is hidden for you. You only see these four folders, right? So PM only, Miro boards, draft submission, PM only, Miro boards, main submission. And guys, the course is almost done, it's finished, right? You should be able to submit it. Don't make any mistakes, please, specifically for the reports, right? Draft is draft. Only one of you will submit the draft version of Miro board into that one, this one, I mean. And also, finally, when you get your similarity score, you put it here in the main submission. Simple as that. I don't need to see so many people submitting these things. So one person submit the Miro board, but for reflective report, PM only, reflective report draft submission, PM only, reflective report main submission. This is an individual piece of work. So you put your Word or PDF file into here, and normal submission like a report, that's it.
Okay, the
And
reflective report can be in Word, right?
it can be,
Word
yeah,
document.
it must be in Word. Yeah, you can submit Word file, PDF file, whatever you like. Some people, they like to present it in a graphical form as well. Yeah, so I've seen, not here, but some of my colleagues, they use Excel as well. So they create 6 boxes and then put the description at the bottom of each box. So you can use that one because, specifically for the other one, for Corp's model, you can see it's very graphical, yeah. So if you want to use Cope model, you can have an Excel sheet, 4 quarters, and just put everything together. So shall I mention again that it's not necessary that you use Gibbs model. We have other reflective models as well. Cope is one of them. 4Lens is another one. I use 4Lens a lot, but mainly for, my type of work. So it's up to you which one you want to use. Yeah. So yeah. Any other question?
So what about the recorded presentation?
Recorded presentation. Okay.
We were supposed to do a 3-minute presentation.
Oh yeah, that one. No. Good question. So presentation is a formative assessment points, right? What I do after all of the submission, right? Hopefully we get together to celebrate the success. Hopefully it is a success. So we will have a gathering. Yeah, everybody are free to attend. So what I want to do, I select the best groups to present their work to a panel, right? So you present your work, and the best contribution will get the trophy, right? So it's something else, yeah. First, my first priority is to finish this, to submit your work. You get your grading because we have an exam board, um, and all the grades, everything must be there by 6th of July. So when we meet this deadline, then yes, then we go through the presentation, and you don't need to record it. It's a live presentation. You can join us via Teams, or you can just the come to university for the celebration. Does it make sense?
Yes.
And for presentation, you don't need to be worried about it because you already have the board. So no slides or something like that is needed. You just show your board and present it. Yeah, we'll talk
Okay.
about it later. I will be in contact with your reps to find the best date for that event. But don't worry about presentation now. Any other question? Good. So if there's no question, we can terminate the session. Yeah, Ayodele? If you can't talk,
Yeah.
guys, everybody, if you can talk, just put in the
Okay.
chat. So I will the question in the chat as well. Yeah, sorry,
Okay.
Ayodele. Yeah, move
Yeah.
on.
Hello, Asen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I have just one question. It's about the root cause analysis part.
Mhm.
So we're meant to focus on just 5 whys. Is that cool? Like I'll just do only 5, or if possible, I can do 6 or 7.
Or for 5 why
Like,
analysis, you can proceed as much as you like.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Cool.
before 5 why, don't forget, before 5 whys, you must have fishbone.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on the fishbone, we do our 5 whys. So, for example, you identify 15 root causes in the fishbone analysis, right?
Okay.
You pick 2. Yeah, you talk to your team members, and
Yeah.
you selected 2 collectively, and then you do 5 whys for those 2 only.
Okay. So out of the 15, I just picked 2. Oh, nice.
Yeah. So what I want to see is one big fishbone
Okay.
diagram with analysis. Don't forget, doing fishbone is not enough. We need a paragraph to analyze it, to explain it, right?
Yeah.
Then we have 5 whys. Definitely, it's not feasible to do 5 whys for all of those things on fishbone.
Yeah.
So you pick one. So you pick 2 or 3, and
Okay.
develop your analysis based on those things.
Okay. Okay. So the explanation for the fishbone, should I put in my reflective report? Or it should be
No,
like on the still on
no,
the
it's not
Miro report.
necessary. No,
Yeah,
it's not necessary. The
unnecessary.
analysis must be on Miro, but in
Yeah.
your reflective report, you mentioned, oh yeah, I have done fishbone,
Okay.
or I lead fishbone analysis. We work together on, for example, 26th, we had a meeting with
Yeah.
everybody in the team. We worked on fishbone, and we learned this. And then
Okay.
based on the fishbone developed by everybody, I created 2 5 whys.
Okay. Okay. Understand. Thank you.
Fantastic. No problem.
Hello,
Any
sir.
other question? Yeah.
Yeah, for this reflective report, do we need to put the diagram of that cube? Do
Well,
we need to put it in our report?
well, you can if you like. If you need it, you can put it, but please do not describe it.
Okay.
So I don't want to see, for example, something like this, that, yeah, COIL model is about this, it has 4 sections and blah, blah, blah. I don't need this description. You just put the titles, right?
Okay.
If you are using GIPS, for example, you just
Yeah.
put description, you describe it. Feelings, you
Okay.
describe it. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep it brief, right?
All right.
And light for yourself, because you have so many things to do. Manage your time. So reflection shouldn't take more than one day.
Okay.
Great. Anything else? All right. So next week, I will be away for IGLC, I mean the conference, Lean conference, but I will respond to my emails, but may take a bit longer, right? So if you have questions, please send me an email. I try to get them in the evening. All right. Thank you very much, everybody, for attending the session. I hope you can meet the deadline and put it in and develop a good project.
Thank you.
And see you later.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
Hassan.
Welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Hassan.
See you later.
Thank you.